Okay, streaming has started, and I ping your video. So, and please turn off the microphone. Thank you. Okay, welcome to everybody. And today we have quite an interesting topic dealing in our workshop multiplier event of pro-social value project. And the first one will be held by Friends of Education from North Macedonia, Bojan Vasilev, and together with the Lithuanian expert Vaida Šiaučiūnė, I can pronounce it, from Panivis Robotics Center Robolabas. And the topic is very, very interesting. Hopscotch is called, and it will be about robotics and versus bullying, indeed, which is also a very important topic concerning pro-social values. So, with great pleasure, I give the word to Bojan, and you will switch with Vaida. Okay?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Perfectly, perfectly.
Let me just go to the presentation. 1 second.
F5.
Okay. First of all, I want to say hi. My name is Bojan. I'm the president of the Friends of Education, and I'm the coordinator for the Macedonian team in this project. Здраво на сите, јас сум Бојан од Пријатели на образованието. Се надевам дека ќе видите денеска нешто интересно. Just a little bit of translation for the Macedonians. For those of you not from Macedonia, I come from North Macedonia. That's the legal name of the country. We are not in the north. We are at the south, next to Greece and Serbia. I'm a part of a big NGO that is working in Macedonia. We have around 500 teachers as members. And today we will talk a little bit about robotics, how we can use robotics in school, and to connect that with the bullying part. Friends of Education has been working for the last 7 years. We've been working Macedonian and international projects. We've been part of this project that is soon ending, pro-social values, and of the robotics versus bullying project that is going on right now, and one more that will start January, the plastic-free movement. They are all tied together. So from this one came a lot of new ideas, projects, and I think that most of the teachers here in Macedonia have been introduced to this project. We had activities in a lot of schools this last 5 years. Almost every school in Macedonia was touched by this project in some way. We had a conference 2 years ago, I think, or last year, here in Skopje, where there were a lot of participants, and I think that most of you that are joining here now were present. And this is the end part of this project, the last multiplier event. And so far, I think that all the workshops that we've seen and we are going to see today or in the next days are going to the moment that teachers want to study, teachers want to improve, and they are always looking for a new way to improve the teaching environment here in Macedonia and in the rest of the partner countries that are involved in this and in these organizations. Up next, I will leave the floor to my dear colleague and friend, Vaida. She will speak a little bit more about her organization and we'll get to know how in Lithuania they do the same thing. Vaida, you can start sharing your screen.
Yeah, this is what I was saying in the silent mode. Good evening once again to everyone. Oh, I can hear myself in somebody else's. Okay, is it better now? It is. Okay, so I would like to share my slides. So, do I have the
permission to share?
Yeah. Okay. So good evening, everyone, once again. As Bojan presented me, yes, my name is Vaida, and actually, if Bojan is not from North, then I am really from North, from Lithuania, the country which is probably known to you as the country of basketball. And also, we are very proud to say that we have the fastest internet in the world. And I'm the head of Panevėžys Robotics Center, Robolabas. And we work with robotics, and today my aim, my idea is to present my center, to give a little information about what we do how we work in a hopscotch way, so that probably you will have ideas for our forward cooperation, for forward projects, or just visiting us. We are very welcome to meet you. What concerns the robotics versus bullying, the project that we are talking about, and Bojan has mentioned, Robolabas, the organization that I'm presenting, is implementing the anti-bullying system or strategy in our everyday after-school activities for kids, and we implement this anti-bullying strategy or ideas in our robotics activities. So I was talking about this a bit more yesterday. I'm sure the slides will be in the project's platform, so you can find those slides about robotics versus bullying in yesterday's presentation. And today I just want to present the Robolabas a bit more for you to get the idea what is that. So today's workshop is called Hopscotch. Bojan is going to introduce a very nice and funny activity. I'm not gonna reveal the secret now. I just want to say that we work in a hopscotch way. What does that mean? We are jumping from every activity, but it doesn't mean we do not take things seriously. We take the things very seriously, but we manage to jump in every activity and to do as much as we can. So firstly, I would like to share a short video, just 2 minutes long, about our center. Is it possible? Yes. Can you see it? No? Well, I see it.
We see a picture.
Only the picture, not the video. Oh, what a pity. Okay. Why is it so? We work with technology, but sometimes technology plays tricks on us. Okay, let's not waste the time. Of course, you will get the slides and you will see, and I will also share the link to YouTube where you can find this short video that I was that I wanted to show you now, so you can watch it after the workshop. Okay. So our center is very young. Actually, we are just 1 year young or old, and we like playing games. We are a non-formal education center, and we like our kids to be active. We call them rebellious creators. Why? because we know they are rebellious, but they are very creative. And in our center, they have the opportunity to create whatever they dream about or whatever they wish using the up-to-date technologies. So as I said, we are working in a hopscotch way, and this is how we are jumping, starting with the after-school activities. I will introduce each jump very shortly. So we organize after-school activities in three main categories or thematic fields, as you can see on the slide indicated. That is technological engineering, smart specialization, it's like pronouncing my surname, and creating creative industries. We start with very early or young age, that is from 5-year-olds. Our rebellious creators have their special names, as you see: robo-novices, robo-researchers, robo-developers, and robo-novators. So we organize 2-hour-long activities after school. That is around of 1 p.m., starting with 1 p.m. and finishing at 7 p.m., changing the groups every 2 hours. We have some very loyal visitors who come at 1 p.m. and they leave with us when we want to lock the center. They spend probably more of their time in our center than at home or in their formal education. So the next jump of our activities, these are some moments from our after-school activities. The next jump is daytime lessons for primary and secondary students. We collaborate with schools. We invite school teachers to bring their classrooms to our center, and we give them the help of our methodologists. These are people who are aware of how to use the technology, how to explain difficult things in easy words for the kids and for the teachers. And so they come to have the STEAM education, the integrated lessons. And for primary education, usually we deliver lessons for mathematics, geography, biology, and we use Mind Designer, Ozobot, Robotics, and Makey robots for these activities. And then for lower and upper secondary students, we usually give the lessons of mathematics, physics, information technologies, home technologies, and geography. And you can also see the list of our resources and technology that we use in those classes. So the next jump or the next type of activity that we do is organizing competitions. Actually, we have 3 traditional 1-year-old, as I have mentioned, events or competitions, and they are held throughout the year. So we have Robot Festival in October. We have friendly First Lego League school tournaments in December. And then in April, because of COVID situation and because of this quarantine, we had a very new way of organizing competition. That was Mbot Labyrinth, which we organized online. The kids sent us the code. We implemented the code into the robot during the day of the competition, and they could see their robot running through the labyrinth online. So the next jump is our camps. So this summer was the first summer when we organized camps, and our idea is to find the opportunities and give the opportunities for kids to take them to real life companies to see how robotics, how the engineering works in the real life. So we have some partner organizations which welcome us very friendly. They are waiting for us. They have prepared some activities for kids to try. And so they can see how they can implement the ideas that they have, the knowledge and the practice that they have learned throughout the year in our after-school activities in real organizations, in real companies. Okay, then the next hop is, or jump is to volunteering. We are an accredited volunteer organization, and we invite youth from 14 to 29-year-old to volunteer in our center, and so to develop their personal competences as well as special competences and their technological literacy. So we are very glad we had 2 volunteers last year, and they also applied to DOEF program, and they were awarded for being volunteers in our center, and they are waiting for the award ceremony, which is going to take place next week. So we are very, very happy about them. Probably the last jump in our activities is educational tours. We organize educational tours for other cities, city school children. We provide opportunities for them to come visit our center, have the educational tour and some activities if they are not from our city or not from our region. And also last year we tried to organize weekend activities, that is Saturday family activities. They were very popular when parents and the kids came together to our center. They were using 3D printers. They were creating Lego cities. And there were nice examples when kids brought their grandparents and they were learning how to use the apps, for example, Viber, because it was very necessary in the quarantine situation, because the grandma wants to call on Viber, but she doesn't know how to, for example, upload a photo and so on and so forth. So it was very popular. Also, we organize activities for teachers and adults in a hackathon form. We invite them for the full weekend, starting with Friday and ending in Sunday. And we teach them how to use the technology, how to apply it in their lessons. Sorry, I was wrong about saying that is the last jump. Actually, we have 3 more. So feasts and projects and something else. So feasts, we invite people to organize their birthdays or entertainments for working teams to come to have the team building activities together in our center. As well, we are also very open and very welcome for projects. We deliver some Erasmus projects right now. We have several local projects, and we are very welcome to receive more and to collaborate with you if you find us interesting and if you find us useful in your activities in your schools. So as I said, we have many more plans and ideas to be implemented in the future. And if you have any idea, just text to my email, which I'm gonna leave in the first slide. I'm gonna write my email. So thank you for attention. And
just in addition to this, me and Vaida, as Friends of Education and Robo Lovers, have written a project together that we are planning on submitting soon. It's for teacher exchange. So hopefully, if everything goes well, there will be an opportunity for Macedonian teachers and Lithuanian teachers to come to Lithuania or Macedonia and see this wonderful laboratory in person, even spend a couple of days a week there, take in all the knowledge that they can, and maybe use this, because this is a new way for us here in Macedonia. So maybe some of them can implement some of the things that they're doing there here in Macedonia too.
We will be very happy to share, to teach something new and to learn something new from you. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Vaida. And Bojan, anything else?
No, I can continue with mine now.
Okay, I thought you had to continue with your.
So let me share my screen now and jump through this. Wait. Yeah, sorry. So after this, we will go to the Hopscotch itself. This is an old traditional, I think, game that has been played all over the world. It's fun for kids because which kid doesn't want to jump around in the court? And it's very easy to do. All you just need is a chalk or a masking tape or anything to draw the lines on the ground, and some flat surface as a pebble or a bottle cap to throw to the squares that you have drawn before. I will not bore you with all the details. For those of you who wants to go in deep in this game, you will find these presentations online so you can see it. I just want to say the most important parts. This is a very old game. It has been played in prehistoric India. Even there was a time that it was prohibited by the Buddha. The first records of this game is when it was mentioned in the Book of Games in 1635, and it's an old game that has been played all over the world. The ground itself, it's very easy to draw, and the rules are also very easy to follow. You find a flat surface, you put a chalk or a masking tape or anything on the ground, and you draw as much as you want, or there are no particular rules for the ground itself. The students can play alone, can play in groups, can play by 2, by 3, by 4, depending on what you want to achieve in your class. These are some of the schemes that I have found on the web of this game. So you can see that there are a lot of things you can implement here. It doesn't have a strict rule. So the game itself, you throw a pebble at the first number that you have drawn. The kid hops on one leg, retrieves the pebble, come back. Then the kid throws it to number 2, number 3. When you get to the ones that have 2 fields, the kid can use both legs. In the other versions, they hop only on one leg. You can draw it according to the things that you want to teach them. If you want to go with the squares, you can teach sides, you can teach angles, you can teach perimeter, you can teach area. The kids can measure the sides by centimeters, by anything. If you go, let me just go back. If you go to the circles, like the ones in the bottom, you can teach radius, diameter, you can teach fractions. Even from the smallest kids that you have in your class, you can rearrange the numbers and help them, or they can arrange them in the correct way. So the game itself, it has a lot of input in our education. Even for the older kids, you can find it in chemistry, in painting class, in gym class. In chemistry, for example, they can find out the concrete that is drawn on, or you can search for the chalk, the elements that the chalk is made of. For art class, you can find paint and paint the board itself. Find the elements in the paint, different paints. Even in gym class, you can use it as a warm-up activity for the next things that you want to teach to the kids. Even this game, it's so wide, so even it's in the Guinness World of Records. There is a fastest game that is ever played. There is the longest game that is ever played. And now in this COVID pandemic, there was a game in Edinburgh that was made out of 1,000 squares and was played with all the social distancing that was supposed to have. And this is the same with us in our classrooms. So you can play it with 4, 5, 10 kids. You can draw different grounds, different, you can choose whatever you want with the social distancing and everything, because basically the activity, the kids played one by one. And this game to the Macedonian teachers is well known because it was a part of a project that was done almost a decade ago by Marina. I think that she is present here now. This was an old Grandma's Games project, and this project was one of the best Macedonian projects that was ever made. Received the first runner-up in the World Championship of Projects in USA. And we used then a little bit different robot. It was called Pippin. Now I will show you the new and improved robot that is going to be used for this game and for the next Robi project that we are going to do in Macedonia in schools. It is the Mind robot. The Mind robot is designed by Clementoni, which is a partner of ours in the next project, Robi. This is the robot. It's interesting, it's fun, it's small. It's in comparison to the, let's say, to the Mind, to different robots like to Lego or different robots. This is a cheaper version that does a great work. It has a lot of options, and it's very, very fun to have around in the classroom. For now, in Macedonia especially, you can buy it only on Amazon or any other online shops. We are in communications with the persons that are delivering the Clementoni toys here in Macedonia. So hopefully by the start of next year, you will be able to find it in Macedonia also. It's not very expensive. It's like around 25 euros, depending on where you buy it. So it's affordable. It's every teacher, I think, that can have this as a tool for schools, even for the ambassador schools that were a part of the pro-social values, and it will be a part of the next robot. They will have this robot to work with it in school. So this robot will be introduced to the Macedonian schools very soon. The robot itself, it's interesting. It has some options that I would like to share with you now. The robot talks.
Hi there, my name is Mind. I'm charged and ready to play. Program selected, exploration. Press the colored arrows to create a sequence of commands. Then press OK to start me, or press the buttons to draw. Awaiting instructions.
So the robot itself, it has a back with arrows and angles and shapes. You program this robot just by clicking on the buttons on top. You press one forward, one left, one right, one back, and you press OK, and the robot itself goes to your command. It has a microphone on the side, so there are some voice commands that you can use, the kids can use, so you can program it with voice also. It has an edu option that is given in the box that the robot comes in. There is a board that you can play on. And the last and the most fun, according to me, is the app version. The app version itself, you can find it in Play Store or Apple Store. It's totally free. It's very easy to use. You can use it on any surface. You can put it on your tablet or on your smartphone. It's a small app that can be used by kids or the teachers itself. The app has a couple of options. It has a drawing option where you can draw whatever you want the robot to do. And it has a coding option. The coding option, I don't know how much you can see from the screen, but I highly recommend you download this app because it's fun and interesting to see. There is an option where there are some things that the app is given. So you can find triangles, rectangles, squares. Even if you scroll down, it has a house, a tree, a fish, a boat, a pencil, and you just press on it, and the robot is connected via Bluetooth, and the robot is drawing the things that the app is showing. For this occasion, I have drawn the. I will show you now. When you enter the advanced coding, you get the sides on your left. On the app, you get the arrows that are shown on the robot. And in this app, you just drag the sides to the coding part, and you just type in as much length as you want or as much angle as you want the robot to do. The robot can walk from one instruction up to 30 centimeters, and the angle to it, you can make it as wide as you want. In this occasion, the robot is drawing a square. You can start by doing the 5 centimeters because with 5 centimeters, the robot is the most accurate. With the longer ones, the lines can be a little bit crooked from time to time, depending on the surface that the robot is walking on. You can start by using 5 and then maybe use multiplication for times 5 and make it 25 centimeters to 30 centimeters, which is enough for a kid to draw it in the courtyard and play the game on that was designed by the robot. So this is the game itself. It's not very hard to do. You just type in as much as you want the robot to go and as much squares as you want the robot to make, and the robot walks on itself. At the end, you get the perfect hopscotch field coded by the kids. And after that, with multiplication or anything your day's class learns, you can do it and multiply it on the courtyard that you are using then. When you compare this to the bullying part that we were talking about before and all these days, you go for the indirect bullying, that is the excluding of people of social events and groups. The excluding part is done because every kid that is doing the workshop can use the robot and can do the activities on its own. It can be done by 2 kids, it can be done by 3. So it's up to the teacher to include everybody in the process of making the field with the robot and playing the game in person on the field. I don't want to talk more about bullying because you have heard all of this before during the last presentations. But the teacher itself, even the parents at home, should look for the signs of the kid that is being bullied and help them. In this case, the teachers can use can play with the kids and promote the non-exclusion part of this activity, and show the other kids that it's not fun to play alone, or it's not fun to code alone. The game itself, it's easy to do. It's fun for the kids, as we have seen before from the project that was going on here in Macedonia. You can see that the game itself, it's very well received with the kids, because even before school, the game it's well played all over Macedonia, for example. But I do think so that this game has been played in other countries as well. If not, it's very easy to do, it's very interesting, and it's a fun way to introduce this game to the kids, because, as I said before, everybody wants to jump around and feel that they have accomplished something. Plus, the field itself can be as you like it. So that's it. For now, I want to say a couple of things before we end this presentation, because this is the last event of this project. Oh, wait, something switched off. Because this is the last event of this project, first of all, I want to thank the partners for doing an amazing job of working with this issue. We provided a lot of things for a lot of people, so I think that is very good. I want to thank my team, because a coordinator without a team, it's nothing. I want to thank Marina, I want to thank Darko, Zorica, Elena, the other Marina that were included in this project. I want to thank mostly I want to thank the teachers, because without the teachers from all countries, this project wouldn't be as successful as it is now. I hope that we successfully did what we were supposed to do, and that this presentation was supposed to be done in schools and was supposed to be done with kids and teachers, so it would have been very fun to do. And trying to do it online, it's a little bit harder to explain and a little bit harder to understand, but I think that as soon as the schools are reopened, we will have the opportunity to come to your schools and do this workshop with kids and see the faces of the kids that are playing the game. So I really hope that the pandemic will be over soon, so we can get back to the normal to the normal life. And that's it. If anybody wants to ask some questions or anything, we are open to suggestions. anything.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did anyone ask you how it's possible to stick together robotics versus bullying?
Sorry?
Why? Did anybody ask you how is it possible to put together robotics and bullying? Prevent bullying.
Well, the prevention of the bullying is done not directly, but from the point of view that every kid can be included in this type of game. So it doesn't need to be directly said that it's done by bullying or not bullying, but I think that the game itself is very simple and inclusive in the base of the game.
Okay. Any other question? No. Okay. See you in 90 minutes with Darko.
Yes. Next up, I want to just introduce it's Darko and Zorica, and from 6 p.m. and from 7 p.m. There will be Marina Transuska and Elena. Darko will speak about storytelling, and Marina will speak about exploring Mars. So I highly recommend these workshops because they're fun and it's a new interesting way of seeing the things.
Okay.
I hope you all enjoyed it.
Thank you very much, Bojan. Vaida already said bye-bye to everyone. She had to go. And I already uploaded the Vaida video. I will upload also this video. Thank you to every one of you, every participant. See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.